Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Gustavo here coming at you with another video. Now, it's been about 3 weeks since I made my last video, and that was the time of Bonus XP Weekend. So yeah, I made a lot of progress over Bonus XP Weekend, and I'm sorry that I haven't made a video like as soon as Bonus XP Weekend ended to show you all the progress, but yeah, I got a little bit busy after that with school, and then I had my spring break, and I was out of town, and I didn't have my computer for that whole week. So yeah, uh, no no progress on that. So anyways, here are the clips. I did a lot. I don't know if I said this already, but I made about 25 million XP worth of progress. And the thing is, 25 million experience, I mean, it was good and all, but yeah, I spent a lot of money on this, and I guess I'll tell you guys now, but I'm thinking about now fully going over to old school RuneScape, at least on this account. I will still have my main account and fishing and all that, but I just don't see the point in continuing this account when there's a GE and the old combat system and everything that was, so good in 2007 era of the game. And, just having that retro feel and everything. And I don't think it's great for me to have two accounts on the same game. I like to diversify myself in both games. And I've actually been on old school for quite a bit, and I'm really getting into it. It's quite a good game. There are some things that I would like to see change, such as having like a rest function, or you know have a way that run doesn't drain so quickly, because who likes to walk around the map, especially without lodestones or quick teleportation and that. So yeah, well, let's go back to the clips here that I should be commentating over. 93 summoning, and the weeks before Bonus XP Weekend hit, I was just at Water Fiends non-stop, just grinding out Crimson Charms and all that, and doing familiarization. And I initially had just been doing Slayer, but then like I hadn't been doing it consistently enough to get the charms, so I was like, uh-oh, I'm a little bit behind here, and I just went down to the ancient caverns and chaos tunnels when that was too populated, and just camped and got as many Crimson Charms as possible. I aimed to get like 500 to 1,000 a day, and it worked out in the end. I got the 96 summoning here, as you can see. This was my main goal, to get the pack yak, and then I noticed, hey, let's just go ahead and go for 99, and I had enough charms for that, so that's what the next few clips are for. Pack yak will definitely be good if I decide to just money make on this account, if I continue to play or not. I mean, that's still up to debate on whether or not I'll be doing that, but yeah, we'll just continue with the clips here with 97. And like, the thing is, they did improve summoning a little bit with the auto attacks and everything, but it's still not the best like it was in pre-EOC, so I may or may not really utilize that 99 for the Steel Titan and all that. It's mainly for the pack yak, and of course going for Maxcape. So yeah, my main goal had been to max by the summer of 2015, or by the end of the summer of 2015, but that's probably not going to happen since I've been playing on old school for quite a bit. So yeah, that was to 99 summoning, and now we're getting into the Herblore, which I decided to go for. And when I was going for 99 Herblore on my main account way back when, the papayas had an eat option as their first option, and I completely forgot about that until Bonus XP Weekend. And then I went to clear, I was like, uh-oh, I have to right click on these every time I'm going to make a potion. And then I remembered that they had recently made an update, so it was a use option, especially for like the farmers and everything, so they could quickly bank note their papayas when they're doing their farm runs and all that. So I mean, that was a good unexpected surprise there. I'm glad that I didn't have to right click for every inventory. So now I have a ton of the what do you call it, of those potions there, the adrenaline restorer, adrenaline potions, whatever. So I don't know how quickly or if I'll ever be able to use those up. Yeah, sorry about that Skype pop-up there. I'll probably go ahead and blur that out or something. So yeah, like, both of these skills drained a lot of my money, and I was, I wasn't too down about it. I mean, I don't really use my money for much. And then I remembered that we could actually swap RS3 GP for old school GP. And I was like, oh, well, I just wasted pretty much like 10 mil RS07 money right there. And I was like, oh well. I've been kind of thinking about that regarding the coin swapping and all that. And, I think it may be best if I just try to completely be self-sufficient on this and don't, like, abuse any of those systems out there to get XP and level up a lot easier since I have the money. I think it would be best to just start off at square one and work my way up like it's designed to be. Yeah, anyways, about the 24-hour live stream with RuneScape, Jagex, and all that. I don't know if you guys tuned into that or not, but it was a lot of fun to watch. I really liked the competition times where they blended up those weird concoctions and made the mods drink it and all that. They had the office chair racing. I especially liked the one where they had Bodhi's skill specs and forgot the other guy's name, but they came in as a guest on the live stream, and for that hour they were just answering questions and all that, but they had also said if within that hour they reached so much of donations, they would do something. So Skill Specs had to wax his eyebrow off, which was pretty hilarious. But yeah, anyways, there was the 96 Herblore, and I was thinking about stopping there, but then I was like, you know what? I need overloads. I want 99, so I just went ahead and made overloads to 99. So that was that. Spent a lot of extra money on that, so that was another bit of money just going down the drain that could have been converted to old school, but not sweating it at all. And of course, here is the 98 Herblore, which was great to achieve there. And then I decided, like, you know what am I going to do now? And then I was thinking, well, I hate thieving. So, of course, I had to go to Pyramid Plunder, because what else are you going to do? I really wanted to be able to get up to 90 so I could AFK thieving up to 99 and didn't have to continue with Pyramid Plunder. Despite how cramped and arthritis-stricken my fingers became, I just kept pushing on. This was one of the worst experiences of my life, probably. Well, not of my life, but you get the idea. When I went for 99 on my main, I don't know what it was. Like, I just got lost in Pyramid Plunder, pretty much. Like, I just lost track of all time, and like, the XP just went by quickly, and it wasn't even bonus XP or double XP or anything like that. And then when I do this on my newbie account, Miduss, it's just every single click is just absolutely terrible, and I just couldn't wait to get this over with. And I did this for, I don't even know, like 15 hours or something, and it was just awful. Yeah, enough about that. You guys probably already know how horrible thieving is. I don't know how people do this on old school, or how the Iron Men got to 120 thieving. I mean, once you get to the 90, 95 thieving area, then you're good, because all you have to do is just AFK in the Elven City and you're good. But yeah, once I got to 90 thieving, I just couldn't take it anymore. I just needed to get to 91 to do the elves and whatnot. So I went to Dwarf Traders and just, set up there and just AFK, just clicking my mouse while I watched a show or YouTube or whatever, the live stream, whatever was being played at that time. Don't exactly remember. But yeah, this is the one thing about thieving. It's just like, you just have to keep going and going and going. Like, there's no place to AFK, especially when you're on a timer here in Pyramid Plunder. You really have to make the best out of your XP per hour. and that was just one thing that I absolutely despise. So yeah, sorry about that. I said I was going to stop my ranting about pyramid plunder and thieving in general, but I'm going to have to do this on old school, and it's going to be even worse than this because after every run, I just teleport with my Tuckle Zo, and that brings you straight to a bank, so you regen your health and everything, and then you can just use the Pharaoh Scepter to teleport back and just start over again. And the poison, like, look at there was just a one that hit me, and it's pretty much negligible. And then in old school, like, of course, poisoning's a lot more because that's what it should be. And sorry about this, I had my two games side by side with my main and Miduss here, so it's a little bit stretched, but there's 84. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And yeah, I do like the legacy mode for my recordings. I did have quite a bit on the RS3 for Herblore. That was just because I liked moving the interface there, and I didn't feel like moving it back to legacy for recording purposes every time I got to a level, so I just kind of left it there. I mean, some of them were, as you saw, but it was just here and there. 86 thieving, and by this point I was like, oh my gosh, I'm almost there. Okay, here's 87 thieving, of course. And it was pretty cool to see how many people actually logged into the game. I think I screenshotted where there was 113,000 people on at once. I mean, of course, granted that was RS3 and old school, but the majority of the people were on RS3, and that was the main concern there. So, I mean, that was pretty awesome to see the community coming together like that. 89 thieving, and by this point I was like, okay, one more level, and I was dreading it, but at the same time I just quickly went through it. And I don't know what happened to 90 thieving, so I do not have that recorded, unfortunately. So here you go, here is the Dwarf Traders at 91 thieving, and I was like, you know what, we're done with this, and I just pushed it aside, and now I'm just going to AFK the elves and everything, and here is the 99s of the video. 99 summoning, woot woot. This was amazing. Like, I was just thinking to myself, like, finally got this done. I mean, back when I was going for it on my main and then also on Miduss early on, I used pretty much all my reward books and lamps on this skill because there was no charming imp, there was no bonus XP weekends that you could use summoning or charms on. There was pretty much nothing apart from the fact that you just camp Water Fiends, pick up the Crimson Charms manually, and you have to get 100% of the charms for the XP. That was it. So now it's been a lot easier, but at the same time I was really happy that I got this done. Didn't have to spend nearly as much money as I would have had to have spent, so I was happy with that. Got that out of the way, and I'm just trying to find the skill emote here. Yep, there's a skill emote, which is pretty, meh. And yeah, that was it for the 99 summoning, and for the final 99 of the video, it is, of course, making that overload for 99 Herblore and getting that out of the way. So now I have a ton of overloads that I probably won't have to make another one, probably ever, unless I decide to really go out on this account. But yeah, that's all for this, and I probably won't have another Miduss mission Maxcape for a long while, since I'm kind of converting over to old school for the time being. And yeah, hopefully you guys are okay with that. I'll try to make, progress videos and this and that. Right now I'm just trying to make some money. I got a whip recently by killing the green dragons and all that, but you know what? We'll make more videos when the time comes. And that was it for the bonus XP weekend. 25 million experience under my belt, and got all that done. And I will be making a True Master Madness episode very shortly. I have a ton of clips saved up, and I don't know why I haven't done it sooner, but yeah, I'll get that done, and you will see Miduss on old school RuneScape coming up next. Until then, take care everyone.